Hi, this is Anil with a video tutorial for the Learning Lad on C programming. In this video tutorial, we're gonna see how we can pass parameters to a function. Okay, in this tutorial, for the demonstration purpose, we're gonna create a function called add, and we're gonna make this add function to take two parameters. So first, we're gonna do this function prototyping. It's gonna be void, that because our add function is not gonna return any value. Then add, that's the function name. Then within this parenthesis we're gonna write the parameters. One int a and another one is int b. When we do this function prototyping, we have to specify how many parameters our function is gonna take, and while declaring this function we have to follow the same rule. So another thing is here, while doing this function prototyping, you don't have to write these variable names here. You can just only write the data type here. That's enough. This just informs the compiler that our add function is gonna take two parameters, and these two parameters are of type integers. So next, after this main function, we're gonna define our add function. It's gonna be void add. Then we need to specify the two parameters here. It's gonna be int, then the variable name is gonna be a, then a comma, and then int, then the variable b. So now inside this function we're gonna print the result of this. It's gonna be printf. Then we're gonna write the result of the addition is, then it's gonna be percentage %d. Then okay, what we're gonna do is the result of percentage %d and percentage %d is percentage %d. That means here we're gonna declare another variable to store the result of this a plus b. So we're gonna create a variable. It's gonna be of type integer, and we're gonna assign it with a value equal to a plus b. So whatever the input parameters which comes here, that will be added, and that result will be stored here, and then we're just gonna print that. So first we have to use the variable a. That's because we're gonna say the result of a, or the value whatever we pass here. For example, if we are passing 10 and 20, then our printf will print the result of 10 and 20 is 30. So we have to refer this a first, then b, then result. The next thing we have to do is we have to call this add function in our main method. So we're gonna call this add function with the parameters, let's say 10 and 20. So save it, Control F9 to compile and run it. So as you can see here, the result of 10 and 20 is 30. So let me explain how this works. When our main function starts execution, first we're gonna call this add function with the values 10 and 20. So this 10 will be copied to the variable a, and this 20 will be copied to the variable b. Here inside this add function we have declared a variable called result, and we are storing this 10 plus 20, that's gonna be 30 in this result variable. Then we're just printing out the values of a, b, and result. So that's why we're getting the result of 10 and 20 is 30. So close it. Another thing I want to explain is here you can use, instead of this whole number, you can use a variable also. So I'm gonna create two variable called int num1, and I'm gonna assign it with a value of 10, 100. Then I'm gonna create another variable of type integer, and I'm gonna call it num2. Then I'm gonna assign it with a value of 200. Here instead of this 10 and 20, I'm gonna assign this num1 and num2. It's gonna be num1 comma num2. So save it, Control F9 to compile and run it. So as you can see here, the result of 100 and 200 is 300. This time we have just stored that values in a variable, and then we use that variable name as a parameter to this add a function. So this is it. This is about passing data to a function in C. So thank you for watching.